For decades, the Palestinians and Israelis have been at odds over how to create long-term peace in the region. With talks between the two sides on hold, the Palestinians are pursuing a different strategy, getting the international community to recognize Palestine as an independent state. But what exactly qualifies a state for statehood? The most commonly cited criteria are found in this document. According to the 1933 Montevideo Convention, a state must have a permanent population, a defined territory, a government, and the capacity to enter into relations with other states. So that's the formal definition of a state, and a lot of experts say the Palestinians meet those requirements. But practically speaking, a state is only a state when other states recognize it. That's something the Palestinians have been working on since 1988, when Yasser Arafat, then head of the Palestinian Liberation Organization, first declared Palestine a state. He didn't specify the borders, but the state most envisioned includes the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, with East Jerusalem as the capital. Those are the territories seized by Israel during the six-day 1967 war. Today, 135 of the UN's 193 members officially recognize that land as belonging to the state of Palestine. The rest of the world, including the US, views the Palestinian territories as land under Israeli occupation.
The Palestinians must be able to realize their right to a viable state of their own.
In 2012, the Palestinians got one step closer to statehood. That year, the UN General Assembly overwhelmingly voted to change Palestine's status from an observer entity to a non-member observer state, the same status the Vatican holds. This allows it to participate in General Assembly debates and apply for organizations like the International Criminal Court, which it did earlier this month. But the UN stopped short of full statehood recognition. Only the Security Council can extend full member status, and it hasn't yet. In December, by a vote of 8-4, 2 against, and 5 abstentions, the Security Council rejected a Palestinian-backed resolution calling for an end to the Israeli occupation in the West Bank and Jerusalem. But even if the Palestinians had secured enough votes, the US would have surely exercised its veto power.
We voted against it because we know what everyone here knows as well. Peace will come from hard choices and compromises that must be made at the negotiating table.
The U.S. maintains Palestinian statehood can only be achieved through direct bilateral talks. The latest round stalled in April. Although it's tempting to dismiss all of this as merely symbolic, the Palestinian strategy toward achieving statehood has some real implications. In response to the Palestinian ICC bid, Israel is delaying sending the over $100 million in tax revenue it sends to the Palestinian Authority each month. Israel's also asking the U.S. to suspend its $400 million in annual Palestinian aid. For Newsy, I'm Elizabeth Hagedorn, multiple sources, a broader view.